All right, everybody, how's it going? It is Tuesday, December 1st, 2020, and we just finished with Week 12 of the NFL. Well, sort of finished with Week 12 of the NFL. Of course, the Steelers and Ravens still has to be played Wednesday, maybe, if it's actually played. So my pick'em record is 113-62-1 overall. We're still waiting to see if it's going to be 114-62 or 113-63 if the Steelers win, blah, 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 blah. So, we still have a little bit, but we got to go on with our picks here because that game is such a question mark at this point. It's a week late and whatever. So that's in there, and we'll figure it out when we get there. I'm picking very well, so the record's good. We're 9-6 last week, hoping to go 10-6. We got to do a little better. Hoping this week is the turnaround week. I kind of recalibrated how I'm doing my picks, so hopefully they're better. Hopefully we have a good week. Let's get started. Let's look at there's 2 bye weeks, the Buccaneers and the Panthers. The Bucs get a much needed bye as Brady is looking every bit of 43 the last couple weeks. And the Panthers just get a week off to get healthy. So that's good for McCaffrey, right? All right, that was a good burp. Let's get started. And as per usual, that's how you kick these off. You give a good burp. My bad on that if that grossed you out. All right, anyway, there's no Thursday night football due to the Steelers-Ravens situation. They just pushed it off. And we will get Tuesday night and 2 games on Monday, though. So that's an interesting thing to go over. So let's go right into Sunday, 1 p.m. football. We have probably the game of the week that should be flexed into Sunday night, but apparently they don't want to move the Chiefs and Broncos from Sunday night. So we get this game at 1 o'clock for some reason. We have the Browns taking on the Titans. Both teams are 8-3, having really good seasons. The Titans are now 6-point favorites with an over-under of 54.5. Sorry. Yeah, this is probably one of the best games this week. It's a kind of a hard game to pick because you have the Browns, who are a very good rushing defense team. I think they're ranked about 8th. I know they're in the top 10 for rush defense, and they get Myles Garrett back this week. So you have to wonder, maybe if they contain Derrick Henry, what do the Titans do? Well, then you have to look to the Titans receiving core, and you go Corey Davis and A.J. Brown. AJ's been playing very, very well. Corey's been playing very, very well again this season, kind of playing for a new contract in the offseason. And I look at the Browns, and I think they have a little bit of concern in the secondary. I know it's not a terrible secondary, but they've been, it's been kind of their Achilles heel this year. It's easier to throw on them, and I'm wondering how they're going to match with Corey and AJ. And Smith, the tight end. So I think there's a bit of a mismatch there. And when you have the Titans defense, they may give up a few points here to Chubb and Hunt. That's why I like this game to be kind of close. But I'm feeling like the Titans I like the Titans at home with fans. That's going to be a big advantage for them. It just seems like there's more leaning toward the Titans in this one. With Derrick Henry playing well late in the seasons. A.J. Brown's playing well. Corey Davis. It just seems like the Browns are running into the Titans at the wrong time. Plus the Browns. I know this is kind of irrelevant, but the Browns are out here running their mouths about these Titans players, saying that they're not going to be hard to beat. They're not they're not unbeatable. And I like the bravado, and I like that. But at the same time, the Titans are one of those teams that you want to play them when they're looking overconfident, feeling themselves after beating the Colts. Instead of you just put a chip back on their shoulder, and now they're going to be playing all petty. And now you have to deal with the Titans feeling like they have to prove themselves again. That's not the Titans you want to run into. You want them playing overconfident. That could be bad if the Browns can't keep that up. Give me the Titans in this one because I think I think their offense is just going to be a bit too much, and the Titans defense, we'll see what they do. I like the way that they looked against the Colts last week, so Titans. I just like the Titans here. Anyway, by the way, I took so long on that game because most of these games this week are pretty obvious who's going to win. All right, let's go to the next one. The Las Vegas Raiders take on the New York Jets. 6-5 versus 0-11. The Raiders are 7.5-point favorites with an over-under of 47. I've got the Raiders winning. I don't think the Jets can actually afford to win a game until the Jaguars win another game. So the Jets are probably going to lose all their games, and they're very good at losing. They're doing it on purpose in some games because they could have won a couple games here this year, I think, but they've lost on purpose. And until the Jags win, we won't see the Jets win. So give me the Raiders over the Jets. Sorry, Jets fans. At least you're going to get the number 1 pick. Congratulations. And then we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, who appear trying to win games. I don't know what they're doing. And the Minnesota Vikings, who are 5-6 and versus 1-10. Vikings are 9.5-point favorites with an over-under of 51.5. I got the Vikings. I don't think the Jaguars are going to be able to do anything to stop Dalvin Cook in this game. Mike Glennon is not very scary. I think even the Vikings kind of secondary can deal with Mike Glennon. So, go Go to the next slate. Yeah, I know there was the Steelers and football team, but that got moved to Monday. So, this is it for this page. Let's go to the next one. Like I said, a lot of these games are the last three. There's not much to say. The Cincinnati Bengals without Joe Burrow take on the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are 11.5-point favorites with an over-under of 41.5. Yeah, I got the Dolphins winning handily. Their defense is probably going to eat the Bengals up. The Bengals played pretty good last week against a good Giants defense, but that's only because Daniel Jones went out. You know what I mean? It's yeah, cool, good for them. All right, next game. This is an all right game. This is a pretty good little division game with the way that Deshaun's been playing. The Indianapolis Colts head to Houston to take on the Texans in what should be a fun little game. Even though the Texans are 4-7, they've been kind of red hot. They've been hot lately. Deshaun's playing out of his mind. The Colts are just 3-point favorites with an over/under of 52. The Colts kind of got embarrassed last week, and I think they're gonna come into this game a little bit refocused, re-ready, kind of eye back on the prize. Feel not so cocky anymore. It's nice to be humbled by a team like Tennessee, a team you usually beat up on, a team that usually isn't a problem for you. So now we get to see the Colts kind of come back together, put it together. I don't really see them losing 2 in a row here. The Texans have been on a nice run, but at some point, they have been playing kind of meh defenses. The Colts are, I think, one of the top defenses in the NFL. I like the Colts to win by 3. I don't know. Again, this is kind of in the same vein as the Dolphins and Bengals. Though the Texans have been playing better, I think this is close because it's a division game, but Colts are going to win. Again, though, don't be surprised if Deshaun keeps this game very, very close with that one. I have an asterisk on this one because I might change this pick depending on who plays for the Lions. If Galladay, Swift, and a whole bunch of other guys are still out, there's no way the Lions can win this game. They seemingly can't score without those guys. But if they play, I do like the Lions, and I'm going with the assumption that they're going to be playing this week because they almost played last week, but the short week kind of put the damper on that. Anyway, so we have the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears, 4-7 versus 5-6. Bears are 3-point favorites, 44.5. Bears have been struggling mightily on offense until teams go into shutdown mode. I know there's that advantage of Trubisky destroying the Lions, but I also have noticed that teams seem to lose their head coach and then win the following week, and I'm hoping Detroit is able to repeat that recipe. I think the Lions have been playing to get Matt Patricia fired this year, kind of like the Texans, kind of like the Falcons might have been doing. So I'm wondering if the Lions are the latest case of we played bad to get coach fired. We'll see with the Lions. I'm going to give them sort of an upset, I guess, is my upset pick of the week, I guess you could say, but it could change based on the Lions' health. With the Bears, who knows what Trubisky's going to do? Sorry. Right now, I'm taking the Lions in this one. If they have all their offensive pieces, they should be able to beat the Bears based on the way the Bears have been playing. Also, I think the Bears defense shut it down for the season with the way their offense has been playing, kind of like they did last year. And the Bears defense kind of goes away when their offense starts playing like crap, and they've seemed to have done so again this season. So tough for the Bears fans. If Detroit has their guys, they can score this week. If not, I'm going to change it to the Bears. All right, this game, I don't pick the Falcons. I might have to actually reverse that ideology. If the Falcons win this game, I might have to actually start respecting them again. But this is it for the Falcons. This is the last time I'm going to use we don't pick the Falcons around here. The way that they beat up on the Raiders last week earned a lot of my respect. Now, if they can actually somehow upset the Saints, I will go back on my we don't pick the Falcons. Till then, I'm not picking the Falcons. I like the way the Saints defense has been playing. They've been lights out. I think they should not go with Taysom Hill, but maybe try Jameis. Saints are favored by 3 points here, 45.5. I don't like the Falcons personally, guys. Their defense hasn't been that good. I would say the Raiders more so lost that game. I think they fumbled it 7 times. It was an embarrassing game by the Raiders. But good job for Atlanta. If you guys can go ahead and get the upset here, I'll stop with my we don't pick the Falcons around here mantra. So good luck to you, Atlanta. This is a big shot for you guys. But if you lose, we don't pick the Falcons around here. That's going to continue. So good luck, Atlanta. I want you to win. I'm picking the Saints, though. All right. I was going to take, I knew this until Daniel Jones got hurt. This was going to be my craziest upset of the week. I knew this game was coming 2 weeks in advance. I was like, oh, this is going to be a great upset. Giants are 100% going to hold this team down and upset them. Now I don't think so because they got to start Colt McCoy for at least this game. I know Jones has a mild hamstring issue, and he's going to miss this one, I'm pretty sure. I think they've already said he's out this one. We have the Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Again, I was going to go with an upset in this one. I like the way the Giants have been playing defense. They've been very, very, very underrated on defense. Bradbury, Logan Ryan, that's been a good secondary this year for them. It's been fun for the Giants. Their offense, a little bit, it's coming along. It's a little slow. It's a little, but it's coming along, the Giants' offense is. They're a young team. They'll come along. But again, without Daniel Jones in this game, I don't know how well Colt McCoy is going to be able to play. I don't know if they're going to be able to hang with the Seahawks. The Seahawks are right now 9.5-point favorites. The over-unders weren't listed on FanDuel. But I do like the Seahawks to win this game. I think the Giants keep it close because of their defense. They're going to be able to kind of put the kibosh on the Seahawks offense. And, we'll probably get a game right around this score. If the Giants had Daniel Jones, they might upset them. But, again, here's a game that was actually kind of hard to pick. Here's like the second hardest game for me to pick this week. The Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals, 7-4 versus 6-5. The Rams are 3-point favorites with an over/under of 48.5. And it seems like with the Cardinals, it seems like they're a hard team to kind of figure out because 1 week they'll look pretty good on defense and then they'll look really bad on defense, and or just beatable. Like it seems like their defense is extremely beatable. Like you can get on them late game, you can kind of come back on them. You can kind of get to Kyler Murray through the bad offensive line issues that they're having. We kind of seen the way the Patriots were able to get to Kyler Murray, kind of keep constant pressure on him, play good secondary. Larry Fitzgerald wasn't there. It kind of slowed up the offense a little bit. It seems like the offense sort of took a step backwards when playing against the defensive level of the Patriots. And I'm wondering, when you play a team with the defense that the Rams have been showing this year, I'm wondering if that's going to also cause Murray to kind of stumble a little bit. Donald's been playing out of his mind this season. The secondary for the Cardinals has been playing out of its mind this season. I'm thinking the Rams can win this game just based on the way the Cardinals have been playing the last couple weeks. I know that they won against Buffalo, but that was kind of it got lucky. But it just seems like if you have a good enough defense, you can get into the brain and mind of Kyler Murray. And I trust that the Rams are going to look at what the Patriots and going to go look at what the Lions, look at what the Panthers, the teams that were actually able to beat Kyler Murray and kind of upset his offense, the Patriots and the Lions specifically, kind of made him have a bad game. You can kind of look and see what they did, and I trust the Rams and Donald and that whole very well coached unit to kind of do that. They also know how to score on this Cardinals defense. They've been doing it for a few years. I like the Rams to win in a very close game, 27-26. Don't be surprised if the Cardinals win. I'm very unsure about this one, if you can tell. Cardinals are a good young team. That offensive line is their Achilles heel, though. And their defense is kind of porous. Here's a decent game. Another decent game, surprisingly. We have the New England Patriots taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers opened as 1-point favorites yesterday, but now the money's gone towards the Patriots. The over-under is 47, and I have the Patriots winning this game. Surprise, surprise. But I also have them winning because though I do like the performance of Mr. Justin Herbert, he's going to win the Rookie of the Year now with Burrow's unfortunate injury. But I have a feeling that this Chargers team there's a problem with coaching because they lose a lot of one-score games, which was their problem last year, and that's sort of a sign of coaching. But also, I think Justin's just a little too young. He is a rookie quarterback, and having to play Bill Belichick as a rookie doesn't usually ever end well. He's probably going to have to deal with throwing against Stephon Gilmore and J.C. Jackson, Kyle Duggar, the McCourties. He's going to be playing a very, very good safety, a very veteran-led safety that might trick him into some bad throws, that might, force a bad look, or he might be seeing some ghosts, as Sam Darnold would say. I'm pretty sure they're going to get to this kid really bad. In a couple years, that really won't matter, I don't think. He's going to be a machine to deal with. But I think this is going to be one of his first real game where he plays Bill Belichick and he sees how good that secondary is this year. Remember, the Patriots did just hold Kyler Murray's DeAndre Hopkins to 5 catches for 55 yards. Gilmore's kind of back from his injury and looks like he's playing a little well. Held DK to 4 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown. So this is a real secondary that young Mr. Herbert's playing, and I think this is going to cause him some problems. I wouldn't be surprised if he throws 2 or 3 interceptions in this game. If this wasn't his first, like he wasn't a rookie, I might take the Chargers in the upset. But man, this defense is going to give this kid fits, especially with the way that the defense is playing right now. The defense for the Patriots seems kind of woke up. So we'll see how everything goes. Give me the Patriots in this one. I like the Chargers to keep it close, but I just don't trust this kid against that secondary. Yeah, I don't know. The Philadelphia Eagles take on the Green Bay Packers. The Eagles are 3-7-1 and just, whatever. And the Packers are 8-3. Aaron Rodgers is playing like an MVP, as much as I may not like it. The guy very well could win the goddamn award this year, which would be very good for him. The Packers are 9.5-point favorites with an over-under of 47. I like the Eagles to keep it close because they seem to be able to keep it close, and the Packers' defense is at times questionable. So give me the Packers to win, but, Eagles will keep it close. But I don't see the Eagles winning this one. Rodgers is going to shred that team. Here we go, Sunday Night Football. The Denver Broncos, I don't know if what they're doing. I don't know what the quarterback situation is. I think their guys are good to go. I'm pretty sure they're going to be good to go. I don't know if they can practice. I don't know what's going on with Denver. The NFL kind of screwed this team. I feel bad for the Broncos, so I'm not saying anything more. I just like the Chiefs to win this game 31-21. Chiefs are also, again, Mahomes, much like Aaron Rodgers, is playing unreal this season. Very well could win an MVP. And you know what's funny is everybody will say I never say positive things about Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes. I've literally said this team would be, I have them at 9-2 for my predictions. So far, the Chiefs are 10-1. I've been very kind to these two teams, in my opinion. Same to the Packers. I've only had them lose 2 games, maybe 4, actually. Yeah. So I have the Chiefs winning this one. They have the Broncos number. It seems like the Broncos might keep it close. I don't know what's going on with Denver with the COVID stuff. They can practice, who can practice, what the quarterbacking even looking like. I don't know, guys. I hope Denver gets it. I hope Denver can. The NFL really screwed Denver this last week. I think they can cover though. That's a huge line, 14 points. Jesus. Here we go. Here's Monday Night Football. The football team is taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, who will be 10-0, 11-0, or 10-1. One of these three, they will be one of these records when they play the football team on next Monday night. The Steelers are 9.5-point favorites. There's no over/under listed. I think the Steelers are just going to destroy this. Football team might keep it close, but again, this fundamental mismatch. The Steelers can destroy their running game, and their running game sets up their passing game, which the Steelers could dominate. This seems like an easy one. I wouldn't be shocked if football team keeps it close because Steelers kind of downplay, but just whatever. The Bills and the 49ers, this should be a decent little game. This one's at 8:15, the other one's at 5. The Bills are 2.5-point favorites. 8-3 versus 5-6. Yeah, I know the 49ers just kind of beat the Rams, and it's kind of a crazy upset. And good for the Rams. It's nice to see them getting a little bit health back, playing a little better. But again, it seems like they just kind of own the Los Angeles Rams, so I'm not really sure how much of a season-changing game that is. It keeps them alive. It keeps them in the hunt. But I think the Bills are a little bit better than the Rams. I think the Bills' defense has kind of been playing a little better lately. I think that will kind of help shut down whatever the 49ers got on offense. I think the Bills have quite the passing attack that can score. I think Sherman makes it difficult, and that's why I'm seeing it's a close game. But yeah, I think the Bills can handily win this one. I feel like health is going to be a big concern in this one, and I don't really trust the 49ers offense with the Bills defense. So give me the Bills 27-20. Tuesday night, whatever. We got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Ravens, who will be 6-4, 6-5, or 7-4. One of these records. Ravens are 7-point favorites. Over/under is not available yet. If the Cowboys couldn't do anything against Washington or really anybody, they're not going to be able to do much against the Ravens team that might desperately need to win a game here. So give me the Ravens no matter what. Sorry, Dallas. You guys just aren't a good team this year. It is what it is. So there's my pick'em records. Obviously, we have everything listed. 9-6, or if Pittsburgh wins, 10-6, or if the Ravens win, 9-7. That's without the Ravens shit added in. We'll fix that as we go along. But yeah, so that's my picks this week. I hope you enjoyed them. Let me know your picks down below. I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We're growing quickly. We're almost to 50. We'll be at 5,500 hopefully within a few weeks. Maybe we'll even get another 700 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know. Maybe we will. Thank you guys so much, though, for everyone who subscribed, joined the channel lately. Yeah, it's been very cool. We're growing quickly. The picks videos are doing well. I'm glad you're enjoying them. And yeah, I'm enjoying making them. Leave your picks down below. I'll be sure to get back to you. Good luck this week on your picks. Hopefully we all do quite well, go undefeated. And yeah, good luck. Go Patriots, go Lions, and of course, stay safe out there, and peace.